Hey, what's going on, all you muscle heads? Today we are going to be in the curling corner and we are going to do a cable version of, some of you might look at it and go, hey, that's kind of similar to an incline bench curl. This is going to have a slight variation to that, and this is going to be something great for you beginners just to get incorporated the mind muscle connection. And for you guys that are seasoned, this is a beautiful finisher, absolutely beautiful finisher to just destroy your biceps. But it's also good to open up and start your bicep journey and getting mass and working that in that sense. So what am I talking about? Well, let's go see. All right, so we're in the old bicep corner here. That's cable setup. What we're gonna do is, like I was saying with the incline, we're gonna set this thing up to where we're pulling from back here, and then we're curling from here to here. Now, when you're on an incline, normally you're gonna be more about here. So when you're curling, you're kind of curling straight from the ground. You're just back slightly. This is gonna bring it into another level. We're gonna be really pulling back from here. Now, you're going light. You are not going heavy on this. Why? Because we're putting the bicep at such a stretch. And when we're doing that, it's beneficial that we're getting the whole range of movement, but you have to take caution on these things. When you put yourself in a vulnerable area, you don't want to sit there curling hard weights. Vulnerable in every aspect, legs, chest, arms. If it's a vulnerable movement, don't go heavy, unless you have to and it's like life or death. But we're not doing this for life or death. We're doing this to, give more durability and increase our life. So this is how we're going to set it up. Now, use a regular handle, and I'll show you how I set the handle up in my hand and how that also makes it a little bit more work, and it's going to be a difference than doing it with dumbbells and an incline. I'll show you in a second. All right. So we're going to take it. Get yourself set up to where you're forward, you're really feeling it. Take your shoulder, and it's going to take your shoulder from here, and it's going to open it up. So it's going to pull that shoulder back, all right? So I'm stepping, and I'm feeling it pull my shoulder back, and my chest comes forward. From there, I'm going to curl right to there. Now when I curl, it should be about even to the hip, right there at my hip. If you're curling and you're out here, you're not pulled back far enough. So from there to there. That's going to be the movement.
Oh, here we go. What to do? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10, 11, 12. Oh, keep it going. You're looking good, George. Oh, you're slowing down. Oh, doop a doop a doop a doo doop doop a doop a doop a doo.
So here's the handle setup that I'm using. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it eBay, whatever. This is not the point. Every gym has got these. So what I'm going to do is, and this is the difference between an incline and doing these. Besides the pull the arm back, you get more range. When I'm setting this up, anytime we do a dumbbell, you got to hang on to that sucker. And most of the time when people curl, they're going to curl here and they're going to roll it in. So they're going to be here and they're going to roll it in. When you roll that in and this is past my elbow, I'm going to start settling the weight into the forearm. So you're not going to get as much tension in the bicep. You will get tension in the bicep, but you're not going to get as much tension. This is how we add tension to the bicep through the whole range. Instead of taking it here and we're curling it here, we're going to allow it to open up here. Here's the other kicker. When you do that, well, now you see where this is on the front side of my elbow. Well, the only way to keep my arm closed instead of having it rolled in and I can just settle here, you do regular easy bar curls. And when you take your breath, you can take your breath up here. Why? Because you settled it into your forearm. If all of a sudden you took it and did this with it, you would have to constantly keep that tension in the bicep because it wants to fall over. From that, well, that's the reason why. Because now we took it, we rolled that weight in front of the elbow, it wants to go this way. Well, now you have to keep all the tension in the bicep. Make sense? Here's the other kicker. When using these, you don't have to worry about dropping the weight. You don't have to worry about, hanging onto it and then you drop the frickin' weight and you smash your toe. With this, it's constantly pulling back. So you can take it as it's pulling back and you can literally open your hand. So when I'm doing it, I'm going to show you here, I'm there with it. I'm not there with it and then holding it here, because then I would still open it up this way. So when I take it and I go from here to here, and I'm allowing it to pull me back here, so I'm pulled back here, I just made my arm, my forearm, from there to there. I just made my forearm longer. So at that point, the fulcrum changes. So I just put even more tension with being able to roll it. I just added even more tension into that bicep. So we go light. Hope that wasn't valuable. But we go light, and then that way we start changing that point. And then you can really start putting in the pressure inside that bicep. Hope this makes sense. For, like I said, you seasoned guys, you should be able to follow that pretty good. For you beginners, this is really going to introduce you into a mind-muscle connection, which is great. And it's also going to introduce you to positioning in your hand and how it actually makes a difference in bench press, in squats, and deadlifts, and all that stuff, and now in curls as well. So hopefully this makes some sense. Well, yeah, if I extended my wrist, that frickin' far, which would be about 1.5 inches, man, that would make sense. Then this distance is longer, so then pulling with the bicep, well, it's going to make more tension in that bicep. So hope that makes sense to you guys. So anyways, check out the channel for more tips, tricks, all that type of stuff. I hope you guys take this on your lifting journey. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get that big monster pump. And don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and you hear that? Ring that bell. All right, you guys, thank you so much for checking it out, and look forward to making some more episodes. Have yourselves a good one. See ya.